Yo, welcome. I'm John David, and I bought this $18 headphone. It just shocked me, literally. Let me explain. Now, this is a headphone that I bought for 18 bucks or 1300 Indian rupees. In times of certain sales, it can go as low as $14 or 1000 rupees, which is just insane for the product it is. So let me tell you why I actually bought this one. So I was actually thinking of buying the iPad Air 4 and Sony XM3 at the side, because XM3s are cheaper than the XM4s and have quite a bit of similar sound signature. And I was actually listening to my friend's XM3s, and I was like, okay, let's buy this one. But then I went for the iPad Pro M1, as you can see this one, not for the show up, and because I spent a lot more money over the iPad Air 4's base price, I thought like, let's keep the XM3s now. But here's the problem. I love listening to music, and I listen to music all the time. When my eyes are open means I'm listening to music, unless that I'm shooting a video or stuff like that. So in those cases, I need a sound system. So big sound system would do the job properly well, but because my neighbors would complain, so I need to buy something like a headphone. The XM3 should have been the best one, but because I spent the money, then I had no other money left. So yep, that's why I bought the cheap one. Now I was looking for some good headphones at this price, and there was none of them, and this one is the one. The first and foremost thing, the green color actually attracted me the most, because I love green. Yeah. Now here's one of the things, that I only buy products that are either premium or they look and feel premium at the very least, even if they are not exactly premium at their price tag. But more than the look and feel, the sound signature and the sound quality is something that shocked me at this price. I wasn't expecting this one. And that's the only reason why I'm doing this review or stuff, whatever you say. I'm not doing the product review. I'm doing this. These things exist, and that's what I'm trying to show you. The build quality is super with this price. Even the band is full metal, and definitely it has a fake leather all around, but the cushioning is fantastic. It doesn't feel like it's on top of your head all the time. Like, it doesn't make you feel like that. It's pretty lightweight. And it also doesn't make you feel like it's a cheap leather. I mean, it's just that good. Look at this one. It's just that good looking. I mean, pretty great. Like, look like a leather, but it's not. I know that. And there is only the brand name, but that is not in a pretty bold fashion like many other brands do, like pretty white or black. Not like that. It's pretty subtle. It's there, but it's not on your face. Now, if you look at the ear cup cushionings, they are pretty soft, like literally soft. I really love them. Like, for a guy who listens to music a lot and for mostly long period of time, this is amazing. This is such a soft cushion. You can see that. And on top of that, the best part of this one is it's in one color. There is no two-tone color options or stuff like that. This one is a contrasty color. It's the same color, but in darker tone. It's not like there's a red one, there's a black one, there's a yellow one, a neon color, stuff like that. There is no color like that. This one is the seafoam green kind of color. And then there is one of the same kind of, but in blue. And then there is the typical black. I wish there wasn't a white color option. Would have been cool one. Now, here's the thing. Even though it does look good, but it's a big headphone. Even if it doesn't look like one right now, if I wear it, it's a big headphone, to be honest. Now, it also has the aux input, LED indicators, and the buttons on the left cup. So, yeah. And if you turn it on, you can see it also has RGB lights, which is pretty much cool. But even though I don't really like it, so I immediately turn them off by pressing down both the buttons at the same time, like both the volume buttons. Yeah. Now, before coming to the sound, let me tell you about the battery. Well, the battery life is insanely good. Even though the company is claiming like 30 hours with 50% volume and LEDs turned off, which is kind of believable, I would say, but I don't trust them. Hear me. I have used it for like 4 days, even 5 days actually, and 4 hours on average every single day. That too at like 80 to 90% volume with LEDs turned off. So in that scenario, it's well over 20 hours. So now, for example, I have only charged it twice since the day I bought it, and it's been like 20 days around, like 19 days, and it still had like 60% battery left. When I was charging, I found out like it doesn't take that much time to charge it. Like, I plugged it for like 1 hour at the max, and yeah, it did it. I am well over satisfied, because at this price, 20 hours plus battery life with LEDs turned off, it's insane. And that too with that little charging time, crazy good. Now the next thing is definitely the sound. And boy, oh boy, it's amazing. Now let me clear you something before I discuss the sound quality of this one a little bit more. So the first and foremost thing is a bass heavy headphone. Not exactly the most balanced sounding one, but it's a bass heavy, but not disturbingly bass heavy. I'm saying it because before the day I received, I was listening to an XM3, so I can feel that. Now, I also found out one other thing, that it has a more of a 3D kind of theater-like sound experience rather than the other ones that are like, they feel like the songs are playing right here. It's kind of like the songs are playing right here. It does feel like that. So it's kind of like a different experience, and I actually love it, to be honest. Now, I was mostly listening to these few albums, like Voice Note by Charlie Puth, After Hours, The Starboy, the Post Malone few songs, and then few songs from Sia. And also few Indian classic songs from 90s, and also the early 20th centuries songs. And there I found a huge, massive difference you need to know. So when I was listening to Post Malone, or the After Hours album, or even the Charlie Puth songs, this headphone was amazing. But when I started listening to Sia's songs, where usually Sia's voice overpowers the other instruments, or even old classic musics, it was not a best experience. It was just a pretty ugly experience. The bass and sub bass was overpowering every single thing, and I wasn't be able to listen and focus on the song. And the same goes for the YouTube videos or even the movies. Like a car accident sounds more realistic than a human's voice in it. And then I noticed like I need to change the EQ probably in the iPhone, and then I switched to the vocal booster. At that moment, the whole thing changed like crazy. Now, that time I was listening to every other songs, like whether it's the Charlie Puth songs or the Post Malone or even Sia's Boys or even classic songs. The thing was, it was such a balanced sounding one, which I wasn't even expecting from this one. Like the vocals are pretty much loud and clear. You can listen to them pretty well. The trebles are like a more balanced one. The bass wasn't the thumping bass like that. That doesn't make it feel like that, but there is a bass and you can listen to that, but you can't feel that. What I mean by the feel, I'm gonna explain you. So you can actually listen to the bass, like there is the bass. Like if you listen to the Fade by The Weeknd, you can feel the bass is coming, the bass drop, but you can't feel that. You can hear that, but you can't feel that. But it's a more balanced experience at the time. The moment when I was listening to the Hollywood's Bleeding by the Post Malone, and then I immediately switched, well, it was on vocal booster, then I immediately switched to the hip hop. The difference is bonkers, and I wasn't expecting with this headphone. Not at all. Like, the bass is so much than with the hip hop EQ. The bass is so very much that I was feeling it around my ears on the skin, like right here. It is that bass. It's just insane. I was shocked by that, and that's why I'm making this video. Otherwise, I would have been like, okay, fine, it's just another headphone. It's just a good one, but nothing great. This is amazing. Now, here's the thing. I was listening to Apple Music, lossless Dolby Atmos, but that was not any way different than the Spotify's best quality, because after all, Bluetooth is not able to just provide you that lossless quality at all. So it's not possible. And on these headphones, what you're expecting, right? But it was still a great experience than anything else. Like at this price, just insane experience. I'm not an audiophile, but I listen to a lot of songs throughout the day. So like I'm always into songs. This one, that one, this one, that one. I'm switching back and forth. So, and I have used a lot of different kind of headphones. So whether that's the AirPods Pro, I've tested out the AirPods Max as well, but that's in showroom, so couldn't test it like that deeply. But yeah, I've tested one. That's fantastic. I used XM3s, XM4s, and one from Bose. I forgot what the name was, but you get the point. Now, here's the thing. You can't just come up and say like, oh, can it replace the XM3s or XM4s? No, definitely not. They're after all a premium headphone, but it is very close to them in terms of sound quality. I think it's like 20 times cheaper than them. So in that regard, it's great, right? Like the only problem is that I can't be able to just show you or even share you the experience that I was feeling with changing the EQs, like the thumping bass and also the balance sound. The difference between them, I can only just say it to you, but I can't make you feel that or hear that. That's kind of bad because of the copyright things. So that's why if you are buying these for YouTube video watching or movie watching as well, then I would definitely suggest you to go with the vocal booster preset. That will just work pretty much fine. And if you're thinking of listening it to a higher volume, then there is a lot of sound leaking. And let's talk about the cons first, okay? The first one is aux input, which is there. It's not a con because at the time of battery crisis or like when you don't have battery or stuff like that, you can plug the aux cable and you connect your phone and you can listen to music. But the volume quality, the volume level and the audio quality will be pretty much like just a usable thing, but nothing to brag about, nothing to talk about. It's just not great at all. At the same time, the mic won't work either. The next one is the mic itself. When you're using it for Bluetooth calling, and the Bluetooth range is pretty good, by the way. I forgot to tell you that, but the mic quality isn't great because it's staying far from your mouth. So, and the voice separation isn't that good. Even if you are in like a calm and quiet room, the other party might be able to hear you pretty prominently, but still not a great experience. And in the noisy environments, no, they're not going to be able to hear you, but rather they're going to hear everything else. The third one is there is no case or pouch offered with it. So yeah, you have to buy one separately. And the fourth one that also comes with this one, that you can't fold this thing. So it's not foldable, or you can move it or anywhere, whatever. So if you're trying to carry it around with you, then this will take up a lot of space. And if you put a lot of things in the bag, then it might just even break this thing, like the headband or stuff like that. And the next one are these buttons. Well, the buttons are, you can't say which one is which, and the time you're wearing it, boy, it's not possible. Like you will either press this one or that one, you just don't know. So this is again another design flaw, but they're pretty tactile and they feel really plastic and cheap, by the way. This is the cheapest part of the whole headphone, to be honest, these buttons. But yeah, they're clicky. The next one is it's big and it's heavy, so long time usage would be a painful one. And then there is no active noise cancellation. There is a mic release port, might be a con as well. And also it's not good for gymming, but because it's cheap, so you can buy another one. Who cares? So for the price, I'm really shocked. I love it. Like this is not the experience I was expecting. I was thinking like, oh, it's a cheap experience, I have to give it back to Amazon, but no, it's just great. But this is an Indian brand. This is a good brand, pretty well-known brand, but I haven't even told you the name of it because I'm not promoting this brand or the product. I'm just saying that this kind of product exists. If you want to check out, then I will provide you the link so you can just check out. But that's a different thing. This thing exists. That's amazing. Like in the world of the AirPods Max, AirPods Pro, Sony XM3s, XM4s, these are the things as well. Wow. And you can see my face, right? I had fun with this headphone review, like literally. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys want to see more episodes like this, please hit the like button and please do subscribe, and definitely visit my website. It's for everything tech. joindavid.com, link down below, or just watch my other videos. Bye and take care.